r/AskReddit by Redmond Dts. People who have had to drain their life's savings on a single event. What happened? Double whammy. Quit my job to start a business with 1 year of savings. 3 months later, COVID, then skin cancer, then colon cancer. My ass can never retire. A wombat undermined our house to build his burrow. Nearly 50 grand in foundation repairs. Plus $200 in chicken wire to keep him out. Now he's done the same thing to the shed, so 5 grand to build a new shed on the other side of the property. Here he is, old fat bastard himself. Edit. It's wild how many people are suggesting we get rid him. Apart from it being very much illegal, the idea would just never even cross my mind. It's his home too. He's now settled in his new burrow, and our house is wombat proofed. The worst he does now is dig up my potatoes. Father was killing himself with alcohol. He was without insurance after a layoff, and his wife just left him. Me and my legend of a sister pooled our resources to get him into an inpatient rehab. He's almost 3 years sober and still a pain in our asses, but we love him. My mom died, and my brother was homeless from it. Had to pay for the funeral, which was not cheap, and get my young brother set up. I'm young as well though, so there is time to build it up again. Just as I was building a decent savings, I suffered a non-work related injury. I was out for a year, and medical bills wiped my savings. Started over with $500 in my account. Taxes. I was young, early 20s, and my folks couldn't afford the taxes on the family farm. Took my entire bank account to get that settled. Happened a few more times throughout my 20s. I often wonder if I just should have let it go. My husband got double pneumonia and was in the hospital in an induced coma for 8 weeks. He did regain consciousness and was transported to a critical rehab center. I had 1 day with him before he became catatonic and was transported to another hospital. No obvious reason given. Although several large bruises on his arm and stomach. While he was there, I reviewed his charts to find that he was being administered fentanyl every 3 hours. He said he was in no pain and was hallucinating continuously. I questioned the staff and left messages to the doctors that went unanswered. Later that day, as I hugged him, I noticed that his abdomen was rock hard. The doctor on staff ordered tests and found sepsis throughout his entire system. After much thought, I ordered the life support turned off. 10 minutes later, my hubby of 44 years was gone. So, made a complaint with the Bureau of Hospitals. And was told they couldn't find any malpractice. Even though his computer-generated charts had many entries at 2:34 am, stating, reviewed progress with patient and family. No, I wasn't there then, and he was in a coma. So, $4.3 million, with about 20% not paid by insurance, drained $401,000. Age 21, $12,000 in the bank. Time to backpack around Europe. 2 thumbs up. Age 26. Was very depressed. Had, I dunno, 6 grand. Decided to go on the Great American Road Trip. 2 thumbs up, do recommend. Age 32. Had 50,000 in bank account. Had cerebral spinal fluid vein collapsed, 2 years catatonic. Brain surgery helped, but still can't work. 2 thumbs down, do not recommend. I suffered a massive bilateral pulmonary embolism in January 2024 at 36 years old and was out of work for months. Back to work now, but had to start over with my savings. I was trying to get a better job. The employee said I was perfect, but they wanted someone local. I emptied my bank account and cashed in what little I had in my 401k to pay for the move. I went all in, and it paid off in the end, but man, I can't tell you how terrified I was that we could become homeless, and it would have been my fault. Child Protective Services brought my grandchildren to me and said, "Sorry, we can't pay you as a foster parent, and we can't help you get any food stamps or anything, but here are you badly abused grandchildren. If you don't take them, we have to send them back to the abuser." $15,000 for clothes and furniture and a bigger house, and providing basics of life until court, which was $8,000. Then I finally got a little financial help, but I'm still supporting 3 of us on $1,600 a month in cash and benefits. Life savings gone. Credit score dropped 200 points in a year, and as they will be living with me another 10 years, I'm already 60. I know I will never dig myself out of this hole. If you aren't able to take care of children, don't have them. My wife's cancer. Spent every dollar I had. Leveraged all the credit I had. Now I live in my car. But she has secure housing and food to eat. So I have absolutely no regrets. My teenage son was in a car wreck. He was airlifted in a medical helicopter. He was in ICU for 2 weeks. Had 8 emergency surgeries, and was on 10 different IV medications, on dialysis, was in a medical-induced coma, was on a ventilator, and was tube feeding. He ended up passing away. We were off work for a couple of months, had his funeral, and it took all of our savings to be able to make it through. Life sometimes happens unexpectedly. Stroke and divorce. I've had to dip into my individual retirement account. If that wasn't there, I'm not sure what would have happened. Terminally ill child. I made 6 figures, but as a single mom quit to care for my child in October 2013. Cashed out my government retirement, $200,000, all went to medical costs. Nursing care and caregivers were $9,000 a month. $5,000 after insurance and Medicaid. My folks spent $300,000 of their life savings on his care. He passed away July 2022. I have been chipping away at the massive medical debt that I have 0 retirement. Would do it again in a heartbeat. Cat emergency surgery. I was 19 and working in fast food, only had $4,000 in savings. They saved him, but he became a tripod kitty for his last 6 years. My son passed away at 19. I worked my whole life to raise my family and finally got out of debt and started saving. Now I'm $6,000 in debt from burying my son. Crazy how many of these stories are Americans with medical bills. It is still the primary reason for bankruptcy in the United States. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more. Have a nice evening.